Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're excited for today's review. I am, because Essie has straight been knocking it out of the park for almost a year now. I don't think I've been disappointed with hardly anything. Their Retro Revival collection kind of was a disappointment. I only picked up one from that collection, but everything else, they really have been coming out with great formulas all year. Last year, their Preto Surfer was my favorite nail polish of the whole year. They're just kicking butt with their formula and their color selection, and I always, well, not always, because sometimes Essie does, they sometimes hit or miss, but they've been really reliable, at least in 2015, and they're continuing on into 2016. Their Resort collection was fabulous, and I have to say I really like this one as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to look at live application of each polish in the collection. Lots of these are just one coaters, so if you're in a hurry, one coat, you don't have to wait for too much dry time, get out the door, and you're good to go. So I'm really liking that. There's some very interesting color choices here. I didn't automatically look at this collection and think, oh yeah, totally spring. Like there's some stuff in here that mixes it up a little bit, I think. So I was happy about that too. I like it when brands don't always just do the obvious thing. So let's go ahead and get started on my lips today. I have Rimmel, this Rimmel Show Off Lip Lacquer in Luna. So that's that there. So let's go ahead and start with the lightest one. Okay, so they gave us a nude. Essie calls this a blushing nude, and this is called High Class Affair. Really lovely for such a light nudie shade. This had a great formula. I was so happy with it. Let's take a look. Next up, let's look at the one that I've had on my nails in this video. This is a peach pink according to Essie, and I totally agree. This is called Lounge Lover, and I don't know that they necessarily named their collection Lounge Lover, but this is the color or the title that you see on the display. But I don't necessarily know that they named their collection that. I'm just calling it the Spring 2016 collection. So yes, this is absolutely delicious. I just put one coat on here. I feel like you probably could use a second coat, but if you were in a hurry, you could get away with it. So anyway, we're going to take a look at two coats, just as with the rest of them. Even if they are one coaters, like some of the darker ones in here are for sure one coaters, but I'm going to show you two coats of everything. So let's see how it swatches. By the way, I didn't say before, but I did purchase these at transdesign.com. So yeah, you can go there and get these for a pretty good price if you are looking to purchase any of these. Next, I want to talk about the purple. Essie calls this a mysterious deep violet. It actually just more looks like a grape to me, but you know, whatever. This is called Shade On, and this was one of the ones that was definitely a one coater. You can get away with this in just one coat. I was so happy with it because I love purple, and the purple was such a great one coater. So I'm going to show you two coats like I mentioned before, but yeah, I like this one. The next one is one that definitely surprised me that it was in a spring collection, because doesn't that kind of look more fall to you? But I really, really loved that they put this in here because it wasn't just your super typical green to go in a spring collection. And Essie calls this a lush grove green, and its name is Off Tropic. This one is another definite one coater. I would probably slap on a stain blocking base coat like the one that you can get from Super Chick Lacquer, just because this is a very pigmented color. If you pull it straight off the nail, chances are you won't have any staining around your fingers, and I didn't experience a lot of it. However, I have to admit I didn't wear this for more than like an hour while I was swatching it this week, so you know, there's that. So just watch out for your nails. All right, next up, another one that I was really just surprised that they put this in a spring collection, but I loved it. This is called Poolside Service, and Essie's calling this a cerulean blue. Let's see, specifically a refreshing cerulean blue. I didn't really see cerulean when I see this. I kind of think more like a patent gray with a lot of blue-green in it, but you know, I don't always agree, but I like to look and see what they're calling it. So yes, this has a great formula. Another one you could get away with one coat, but I'm going to show you two. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, we're already at the last polish. Sad to say, I wish that Essie would put out like 12-piece collections, but maybe that's the nice thing about Essie. They put out smaller collections so that you really, you know, you pack a punch in a small range and you just really appreciate all the colors that are in that range. So anyway, this last one is called Sunshine State of Mind, and Essie's calling this a blazing coral tangelo, which is, I think, a really fun description for it. This is another great, great formula. I loved it. This is pretty bright, again, for a spring collection. You'd think maybe more summer, but I loved it in here. I've said this before about Essie. I feel like whoever chooses the colors and to go in all their collections, I feel like they're an interior decorator. Like, the colors just go so well. I love them so much together. They just pair so well. I mean, you look at these and you're like, okay, spring collection. And then you throw in these oddballs and you're like, yes, I'm living for that, because, you know, you pair these together and that looks so amazing. And then you compare these together. I don't know. I have too much fun with nail polish. I already know that. But let's take a look at how this swatches in 2 coats. Okay guys, I hope that you found that helpful. Now you know how these are going to perform before you go shopping for them. And oh my goodness, my favorites. I think I really liked these three, the three darkest. That's surprising because the other ones are so much more springy, but I don't know. I was really loving the dark shades, and I don't know. It's hard to pick favorites in this collection because I actually really think that everything is great. So that's my whole review. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for spending some of your day with me. Love you lots and lots, and I will see you back next time. Bye. This is only sold at, and this one is called Sour Mojito. I almost dropped it. And this is a nice pretty color for spring, right? This is okay. It doesn't have the best opacity and 2 coats, so you might have to do a third. It's also kind of runny, but you're only paying like $2.50 or something